This is a speaker install for the MR2 Spyder. It involves modifying the doors and adding a crossover. Once you get your battery disconnected, it's going to be 4 screws holding it on. One right here, one right there, one behind this cover, and one behind this armrest. Unfortunately, I don't have any usable footage of this, so here's some B-roll instead. In order to do this install, you need to take out the OEM speakers and modify the housing for them. They're a one-piece plastic speaker, but you see the outside is where it bolts into the car. In order to put in a new speaker, you have to use that outside housing or buy an adapter from somewhere else. It's usually cheaper just to use the ones that you already have. So I'm modifying them right here. This is later footage of me further modifying the speaker housing and installing the new speaker. Alright, so the first step is to pop this piece out. It is a separate piece and you can see the tabs back there. So let me hit that. Now with that off, you can put this piece over. And the first time I tried to trace on the inside of it, but with the thickness and stuff, I added too much trimming. So this time I'm gonna be tracing out around it until I get the shape that I like, and then it's Dremel time. All right, and here's what I got after tracing it. Now keen-eyed people might see that it's off to the right a little bit. So I guess it'll look more like that as opposed to that. You know, to me, it doesn't make that big of a difference. Plus, I do have to get this done pretty quick. I'm running out of light. Back in the car. It's getting a little dark. Filming takes kind of a while. Add some time. But what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be cutting the wires. These are the speaker wires. This is for the tweeter, and this is for the sub mid-range lower speaker. So as you can see, they are actually connected to this one cable, and it's because they're jumped from here to here. And I'm going to be installing a crossover for the tweeter and the mid-range. And what it does is it takes the higher frequencies and it takes, you know, it takes the signal from the speaker wires and it splits up into high frequency and low frequencies. High frequencies will only go to the tweeter, so you'll get a crisper sound and it won't damage them. And the low frequencies will only go to the mid-range, sub, whatever you want to call it, bass, lower ranges, whatever. So I'm going to be installing that, but first I have to cut this. It's too short to make it to my crossover, so I'm going to be cutting it. I'm going to be adding some pigtails. I start over here. The pigtails are going to have a jumper cable because these are just too short. And the jumper cable is going to go to my crossover. And then from there, it's going to go to each speaker. Here's a video of the crossover location. It was held down with some silicone super glue and the screws provided, and I decided to put it on the inside of the door where there's a foam insert. It's a tight fit, but it works. Adding some more silicone to that plastic door seal, trying to repair it, and hopefully that leads to improved sound performance. All right, this is it finished up. It is on, all the trim pieces are in. Yeah, no problems there. This little trim piece, not sitting great. I might have accidentally switched this one with the other side. So once I get that side on and finished up, then I'll check it out. I do have to run right now though, so it might just be a little bit before I get the other one done, but I'm happy with it. Seems like that's the only thing I need to do, and it seems like there's enough room to get that all to fit. So I guess here's the finished product, you know?